Here's a quick tutorial about how to make a face mask with box pleats on either side. Nice and simple, and this works especially well if you're using a machine like this, which is good sturdy John Lewis machine, but it's only really for light dressmaking, so it gets a bit stuck with pleats. So first of all, you take a piece of fabric, cotton fabric. This is 9 inches by 14. And first of all, what you need to do is just iron down these edges. Just a little turned over bit. There we go. And the same on the other end, because these will join up at the end of the project. Okay, then I'm going to add a pipe cleaner into the nose piece so that you get a nice fit around the nose. So what I'll do for this one is quickly zigzag the pipe cleaner on to the edge, kind of in the middle. I normally just guess and quickly zigzag that. As you can see, my machine doesn't even particularly like zigzagging over a pipe cleaner. Snip that, and then the next thing we do is make the pleats. So if you've made a pleated mask before, this will be doing things in the opposite order, but it works out just as quick, I think, and quite nice and neat. So what we do is fold the whole thing in half, turned over edge to turned over edge. Okay, then we fold it in half again, and we fold it in half again, and give it a quick press so you get the fold marks onto the fabric. And open it out, print side top. So can you see, it's probably not brilliant because I've used a print, but hopefully you can see that we've got all of these fold marks here. So how we make the pleats is we take this first fold here, fold it back on itself to that middle fold. Press it. Then we take the next one along and fold that in on itself to meet the middle fold again. Give it a quick press and pin it. You pin it with the pin heads pointing outside of the work, and when you get to the machine it makes it much easier to take them out as you're sewing. And then sew that we've got pleats front and back of the mask. You do the same on the back. So what we need to do now is take this pleat so we miss one fold, take the next one, fold it back on itself to that next fold, and press it. And then finally we take this next fold, fold it back on itself to meet that one. There we go. And press. get that one, it's a bit springy. Again, from the outside of the work in, so you can nip them out as you're sewing. Don't break a needle. So there's your pleats, all neatly in place. And then we need to sew these seams. So what we need to do is put the right sides together. There we go, make sure they're nice and straight. You could pin them, I will do. To be honest, when I'm normally doing it, I don't, but I'm just going to put a big pin in the middle to keep everything nice and straight while I'm sewing. Today I'm using this corded elastic, which is nice and springy, but you do need to make sure that you catch it when you're sewing. But you could also use some flat elastic like this, which just makes it easier to keep in. Whichever one you're using, I measure 7 inches for each ear. That pretty much covers most people. People with smaller heads can put a small knot in, and it's not too tight if you've got a big head. If you've got a really a man's one that you really need a bit of extra size on, you could do 8 inches. So then, again, I'm a bit lazy, so I don't pin it in, I just hold it in, but you could pin this elastic if you prefer. But you just tuck it in so it's just there, just beyond where the seam is going to be, and you line it all up in the machine. Tuck this under here. You'll need to make sure you don't lose your thread, which is what I always do. Put your foot down. Make sure you put your seam, your stitch back onto a straight stitch, and start sewing. Go back on the cord 2 or 3 times to make sure it's nice and secure in there. This is where it's good, you can take your pins out. Go along here and then just slide that bit back in when you get closer. Tuck it in there and then make sure again, go over that cord 2 or 3 times to make sure it's nice and secure, and then flip the work over and do the same on the other side. Back over it 2 or 3 times, snip that off. Off those things, take that other pin out that was holding things together, and then ta-da! Give those cords a nice tug to make sure they're good and secure. And then finally, I did experiment with leaving some of that open for a pocket. It's a bit baggy, but I guess there's probably a way you could do it if you really wanted to have a pocket. Then finally you just top stitch. I'm saying that the front of the mask is the one that's got the pipe cleaner on. I'm going to top stitch on there. Line that up nicely. Again, if you want to pin it, go for it. Careful of where the pipe cleaner is, that you don't break a needle. Mine gets a bit stuck there. Making sure everything's still lined up underneath, so you catch both bits of fabric. And I'm just going to squidge that through a bit. There we go. we go. Snip that off there, a couple of extra bits. Another little bit of extra thread. Snip, snip. Done. And to put it on, undo that. Put it round your ears. There we are. Clip it round your nose.